Why would a loving God allow his own son to suffer? Why didn't heaven intervene? Why didn't angels stop the crucifixion? Why did Jesus have to endure betrayal, beatings, humiliation, and the cross? Was there no other way? The answer to this question is the shocking truth behind the cross. And once you understand it, you'll never see the cross the same way again. The story begins at the beginning. God created humanity perfect, to live in fellowship with him. But sin entered the world, and everything changed. Sin separated humanity from God, because God is holy, and sin cannot exist in his presence. Romans 6:23, for the wages of sin is death. Sin demanded justice, not just forgiveness, but payment. Throughout the Old Testament, animals were sacrificed. Blood was shed to temporarily cover sin. But those sacrifices were never permanent. They were only shadows, pointing to a greater sacrifice. God faced what seemed like an impossible dilemma. God is just. He cannot ignore sin. But God is also love. He did not want humanity to perish. So how could God remain just and still save humanity? This is the shocking truth. Salvation would require a perfect sacrifice, not an animal, not a prophet, but someone perfect, someone without sin, someone who could carry the sins of the world. And there was only one, Jesus. God did not send someone else. He gave his own son. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. This was not cruelty. This was love. Jesus came willingly. He knew the suffering ahead, the betrayal, the mocking, the beating, the cross. Yet, he still came because love was greater than suffering. On the night before the crucifixion, Jesus prayed in agony in Gethsemane. Luke 22:42. Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. Jesus knew what was coming, the pain, the shame, the suffering, yet he chose obedience because he knew our salvation depended on it. Jesus wasn't forced. He chose the cross. For you, here is the shocking truth. Jesus suffered in our place. He took the punishment we deserved. Isaiah 53:5. He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. Every nail, every wound, every drop of blood was for humanity. Jesus took our guilt so we could receive forgiveness. This is substitution. This is redemption. This is love. The cross revealed something profound. God understands suffering. God understands pain because Jesus experienced it. Romans 5:8. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. The cross was not defeat. It was the greatest demonstration of love in history. Heavenly throne, God looking over humanity. But the suffering did not end at the cross. 3 days later, the tomb was empty. Jesus rose from the dead. Death was defeated. Sin was conquered. Hope was restored. Because Jesus suffered, we can live. Why did God allow Jesus to suffer? Because justice demanded it, love required it, and salvation depended on it. But the cross is not just history. It is an invitation. John 3:16. Whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Eternal life is a gift, and you can receive it today. First, recognize your need. We all have sinned and need forgiveness. Second, believe in Jesus. Believe that he died and rose again for you. Third, receive him, turn to him, and surrender your life. Romans 10:9. If you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord, you will be saved. Because Jesus suffered, you can be forgiven. Because Jesus died, you can live. And that is the shocking truth behind the cross. If this message touched your heart, like, comment, and subscribe to Bible Lens, and share this message with someone who needs hope today. Because every story in the Bible leads to the cross, and the cross leads to life.